A very sweet night in which I'm, go- I'm going to study and also teach myself or my subscriber, which is not ready yet and not subscribed yet. So please, I am now ready to express myself in the proper note. You can subscribe to my channel, and we can have a proper conversation while studying in my chat section. Okay, now we will read chromatography in this topic, which means the separation of different mixture. So I also have to make some notes. So let I'm very sorry. Let's make some notes while studying. That would help in a greater at a greater extent. So here I am while making notes. Recap. I do not want to recap. Unit 3, major application, contents, chromatography. Now, okay. Now we are at the section in which we will study chromatography. Chromatography from Greek chroma, color, and graphian to write. In the collective term for a set of laboratory techniques for the separation of mixture, as I had said that it is used for the laboratories techniques used for the laboratory. I have to also learn about the mind mapping technique of while creating on the my notepad. So we'll study about the chromatography. Will work on my writing skills and writing skills at the later point of view. But right now we are studying chromatography, which is created by chroma. Chroma means color. COLOU. Chroma. Then graphene. Write. Graphene. GRAPHEIN. Graphene. To write. So using the color, using the chromatography, which is a Greek from a Greek, not philosophy, from Greek language. The chroma means color, and the graphene means to write. So, in the collective term, for a set of for the laboratory techniques, laboratories technique to separate mixture. Of course, the mixture is dissolved in a fluid called mobile phase. Okay, mixture dissolve in mobile phase. Do we have the example of that mobile phase, which carries it through a structure holding another material called the stationary phase, and the another material is stationary phase. Stationary face. I would like to. Yes, this is a mind mapping, no? Mm, so I should use dice rather than the notepad because the notepad is much often used for note taking and mind mapping. So I have my diary. Mm, but yeah, I do not know where I had stored my diary. But it is not here. Uh, no, not not a trace of my diary. Okay, we did not got my diary. Let me remember. Did I leave my diary to someone? I think so. I left my diary to somebody. But it's okay. I have both. I have. Yes, I found one. No, I found one. Yes. This is my diary. I'll work on it. Yes, making a mind map. July. Let's complete this. Uh, in this night, wonderful night. Okay, the mixture dissolved fluid called the mobile phase, which carries it through a structure holding, which carries it through a structure holding another material called stationary phase, which I have been drawn out. The various constituents of the mixture travel at a different speed. Okay, various constituents. Yes, travel at different speed because different uh, different speeds causing them to separate, resulting in separation. Results separation. Okay, at the structure holding another. Okay, I should read the full sentence. Then I should make the mind map while recalling those sentences. While reading the specific word and writing it down, it is making difficult for me for my brain to remember those things. So yeah, the various constituents of the mixture travel at different speeds, causing them to separate. The separation is based on differential part partitioning within the mobile. Okay, the separation is based on differential partitioning between the mobile and stationary fuels. Okay, okay. Separation is based on differential partitioning. Differential partitioning between mobile and stationary phase. Okay, differential partitioning. Differential partitioning about mobile and stationary phase, and that's where separation occurs at different speed. Okay. So that is called how we can. Uh, okay, so that can be said as resetting in our brain. and recalling in our brain while also writing in the brain to make it more uh, memorable for our memory or brain to recall it more even more faster. Now chromatography, this is I think video, but I do not want to see that video. Principle that see the principle chromatography usually consists of mobile phase, stationary phase. Okay, mobile phase refers to the mixture of substance to be separated and dissolved in a liquid or gas. Completely agree. Mobile phase refers to the mixture of the substance to be separated and the dissolved in liquid or gas. The stationary phase is a porous solid matrix. Uh, Stationary phase is a porous solid matrix through which the sample contained in the mobile phase, through which the sample contained in the mobile phase percolates in the mobile phase percolates. The interaction between the mobile and stationary phases results in separating the compound from the mixture. Mm-hmm. Is a porous uh, stationary phase is a porous solid matrix through which the sample contained in mobile phase percolates. Okay, percolates. Let's now talk about the principle consist of uh, mobile and stationary phase that I will also learn to mind mapping within my brain while imagining the structure that I want to draw. Then uh, mobile phase. Okay, mobile phase. Okay, mobile phase mixture of sample and liquid or gas. Stationary phase solid porous matrix. Okay, matrix. So is the sample contained uh, through which mobile phase percolates. So the interaction between the mobile phase and stationary phase causes the separation of the mixture that we want to separate out. That is fine. That makes totally sense. General classification, types of method. No, do I have to remember that? General classification: liquid chromatography, liquid or partition, liquid solid or adsorption. Types of method. I wonder that how different kind of thought just mocked me between my study and also cause recalling some bad moments which led to not able to memorizing the stuff while reading. That also sometimes tricks me that uh, it is impossible for me to achieve that thing which I'm trying to do. It is completely false, by the way. I have done it multiple times, so it is not true from any angle. General classification: liquid chromatography. Okay, liquid or partition, liquid solid or adsorption, liquid solid or adsorption. Stationary phase: liquid supported on solid surface. Okay, mobile phase: liquid. solid, liquid supported on solid surface. Okay, chromatography. Okay, liquid solid, very finely divided solid packed in the column. So it is column chromatography. Liquid, liquid, liquid. Then types of equilibrium process, partition between the immiscible liquids. Okay, adsorption. Adsorption, very much higher pressure for the flow of mobile phase, paper chromatography, and high performance thin layer chromatography, adsorption column chromatography, again high performance liquid chromatography. I would like to better read it on further slides. Oh my god. Okay, let's study one by one. Adsorption partition chromatography. Adsorption chromatography is defined as a type of chromatography in which separation occurs based on adsorption. Partition chromatography is a type of chromatography in which separation is based on partition. Wow. Extraction, adsorption chromatography is a liquid solid extraction. Extraction of adsorption. Yeah. Mhm. Types of adsorption chromatography: column adsorption chromatography, thin layer chromatography, and gas solid chromatography. That makes sense. Uh, Type of adsorption chromatography: adsorption chromatography and adsorption chromatography and partition chromatography. See, and its types are um, uh, column chromatography, thin layer chromatography, and gas solid chromatography. Both uh, these all contains absorption, gas adsorbed to the solid, uh, column, and thin layer all adsorbed to the solid, the liquid adsorbed to the solid. Now adsorbents. An adsorbent is a substance usually porous in nature and with a high surface area that can absorb substances onto its surface. Hmm. An adsorbent is a substance usually porous in nature with a high surface area that can absorb substance onto its surface by intermolecular forces. Okay, okay, okay. Now we'll be talking about adsorbent. Adsorbent, uh, high surface area. Okay, porous in nature. Also, I absorb porous in nature. Porous in nature, high surface area, high surface area, as well as adsorbent, porous in nature, high surface area, and build intermolecular forces. Absorb can absorb substance, absorb substance, and uh, intermolecular forces. Sometimes I feel like that all of thing which I'm doing is I'm not made for this, and I'm not even in the mood of doing all this. The cultural shit and the societal norms that have been made by all of the people around me. But in the contrast, I'm doing all this thing to um, escape out all the pressure and all the responsibility that I have to take um, to uh, take to nourishing and nurture my family. So, in the contrary, in the contradiction, I'm just escaping the issue by uh, by taking as an excuse that I do not like all these norms. But in the um, exact theory, we have to do all this responsibility to take care of all to our body, to our mind, to our discipline, to all of the duties we had to like learning academics, also playing role and uh, playing role in giving an interview. Hello, hello, hello. Playing role in giving an interview and create a very hard and non-destructible recalling power to create a story at that specific moment in your brain and present like you are a chef and presenting it in a dish properly, beautifully decorated with no uh, deceiving or no um, false claim. Even though you are having false claim, it should be non-visible to everybody you are presenting it to it, presenting it to the everybody presenting it. Okay, so that's why it needed to be built. It's not any kind of norm or hypocrisy that I'm following this, which doesn't even matter. Yeah, it will not matter if I'm not living in this society and I'm doing my own shit, like um, giving up to all of the desires and pleasures of this world. But uh, I am utilizing all of the pleasures and desires and still hoping that I have to give up all the stuff. So it is not the right thing to do. So yeah, get back to the study. Talking about adsorbent, it is porous. It have high surface area and it absorbs substance. It also perlocate. Oh, sorry, intended. Yeah, it also perlocate the substance, but it create a intermolecular forces between it. What is an ideal adsorbent? An ideal adsorbent must fulfill the following requirements: insoluble in mobile phase, yes. Inert to solute, inert to solute. Okay, the solute, which is the sample, colorless, especially when worked with colored mixture. Colorless, especially when worked with colored mixture. Suitable particle size, suitable particle size to give good separation and reasonable flow rate. So it should have the good particle size to give enough reasonable flow rate and a good separation. But that colorless, especially when work with colored mixture, colorless, especially. when work with colored mixture? It should be colorless. Okay. So the stationary phase should be colorless because we will be working with the colored mixture. So the uh, ideal adsorbent, ideal adsorbent, and ideal adsorbent provide provide reasonable, fine enough, fine enough or good particle size, good particle size, provide reasonable flow rate, the ideal adsorbent, colorless, so can separate colored mixture, okay, insoluble, with the solute and inert in the mobile phase, and should be inert in nature. Then chromatography, adsorbent, separation flask, ether. We would move to the next topic after the break of 5 minutes. Okay. Uh, let's continue my study. I was thinking about the all of the boxing dream that I can achieve after my uh, placement. It reminds me of the how long I we should take. Remember something earlier. And I was so much stressed because I was thinking at the specific uh, about this specific thing. That's why it was very hard for me to remember or to recall any of the thing that I want to discuss with any of my friends. I was completely okay. I was right now. I'm doing the Pomodoro technique. Yeah, I think the spelling is correct. I'm trying the Pomodoro technique in which we have to simply we all know. I think that you had already know about the Pomodoro technique from the internet. It is very famous that you have to study for the 25 minutes. That would be very efficient information acquiring technique, and then take a 5 minute rest to process all of the feeling. But I think that I have committed a mistake while while doing something which should not be done, and also doing some boxing, which is good. But I think that um, I was processing and uh, thinking so much during that vigorous activity. Uh, I was processing so much information at that time. That shouldn't be the case. Okay, the adsorbents and the partition. Hmm. Hmm. Now, in a column of stationary phase, as you would technique is called column. Okay. When a column of stationary phase is used, the technique is called column chromatography. Based on the nature of the stationary phase, that is whether it is solid or liquid. But from when does the liquid start coming in the liquid form? It is called the column adsorption chromatography and column partition. Okay, okay, okay. The column partition, electrophoresis chromatography, like that. Uh, So the column partition, based on whether it is solid or it is liquid, it is called column adsorption chromatography and column partition chromatography. The principle, the technique is based on principle of differential adsorption, where different molecule in a mixture have different affinities with the adsorbent present in the stationary phase. Different molecules of the adsorbent present in the stationary phase, and the principle of differential adsorption. Based on the principle of differential, this technique is based on the principle of differential, based on the principle of differential adsorption. Hmm. 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 The molecule. There's no any exciting anime is still running off, running on, or streaming. Then looking for new here. Dancing was there. I was very impressed by that. There's 3 episodes, yes. The episode had been released first time in the history before the time. Thursday, the Awkward simple. Mm-hmm. Not a single, not a single was. Okay, the molecule having high affinity remain adsorbed for a longer time, decreasing the speed of movement. High affinity remain adsorbed for a longer time, decreasing the speed of movement through the column. How the molecule with low affinity move very fast, thus allowing a molecule to be separated in different fractions. And the molecules have very low affinity move very fast that allow us to separation of those mixture in different fractions. Here the stationary phase in the column chromatography also termed the adsorbent is a solid, mostly silica. Mhm. However, the molecule with lower affinity, that's why interaction with the stationary phase in the column chromatography, also termed as adsorbent and the solid, mostly silica, and then the mobile phase is the liquid that allows the molecules to move through the column. through the column smoothly. A type of interaction between the stationary phase and the solute mhm, is reversible in nature. That's fine. Okay, we'll get back to that first. Huh. Column chromatography. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. To column chromatography. It can be of solid liquid, which is adsorbent type. It can be of uh, liquid, liquid, which is partition type, and the principal. Mm-hmm. 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 Sample, higher affinity, move slower, lower affinity, move faster. Separation in different fraction. Separation in different fraction. Decreasing speed. Mm-hmm. वही स्पीड के बारे में बता दिया. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Interaction is reversible. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay. Fine. Mm-hmm. Okay. Practical requirement. We'll first need stationary phase, of course. Stationary phase is required, then mobile phase is required, then the column characteristics, preparation of the column, introduction of the sample, which is done at the specific at the instant rate, development technique, elution, the detection of the component, recovery of the component that completely have been done. Mhm. Recovery of the component, application, advantage. Okay, that's completely partition. Now we'll go to partition chromatography. Okay, first we have to complete this stationary phase, mobile phase, column characteristics. Tomorrow I have to make PPT. What we have to do in PPT, by the way. Uh, mm, mm, we had made. Mm, mhm, mhm. Sacrificial cylinder mama. Common ground with type of war instrumental common. Mm-hmm. Another kind, literature review. This I would send to home, and this I had to add in my status. This. Where the fuck is the recycle bin? Trash. Yeah. Now I have to move to the practical requirement. Stationary phase, then mobile phase, then column characteristics. Column characteristics, interpretation of the column, introduction of the sample, development of the development technique, erosion of the sample, development technique, detection of component, recovery of component, okay, stationary, mobile phase, then column characteristics, then preparation of the column, introduction of the sample, then developmental technique, then which is illusion, is detection of the sample, then recovery of the component. First, stationary phase, adsorbent are used in this technique may be organic and inorganic classes of compounds. The ideal requirement of adsorbent are it should be produce only uh, it should produce only adsorption of light over it. The particle should have uniform size distribution and have spherical shape. The particle should have uniform size distribution and have spherical shape. particle size 60 to 200 micro. It should have high mechanical stability. Does we have the upcoming expo? Uh, Upcoming greater expo greater Noida 2025 and Energy Expo 18th 30th October. Asian payment platform driving the clean energy. That's it. Solar tech and advancement. The 30. Okay. The battery show India of energy storage. Asia's premier event battery innovation. EV pioneer. That is taking place. Mm-hmm. Okay. Battery show. Uh-huh. This is on November. Mhm. No, no, no. I'm not sure. December. Mhm. Mhm. Okay. Yes. Shopping appointments. Floor plan. Oh, that's fine. There's only a pharmaceutical expo. That seems very interesting. Mhm. There it is. Indus food. Mhm. We'll see next year. Okay, 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 okay. Man, I'll ask ChatGPT. Mhm. Oh, fuck yes. बर्थडे जो भी आता है यार कुछ भी डाल दो हम्म, हम्म, डाल दें कुछ हाँ 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 enough already.
Hi there. I just want to share how thrilled I am to. Hey, what's up? Feel free to ask. Hi, glad to meet you. I think we're going to do great. Hi there. Nice to meet you. Hello. It's lovely to meet you. Is this? Hey there. I've got a really great feeling about us teaming up. How can I just? Hey, I'm ready to hit the ground running. So if there's anything you. Hey, how's it going? I'm looking forward to it. Hey, it's great to meet you. How's your day going? I'm really looking for. Hey, how's it going? Hey, I'm ready to hit the ground running. So if there's anything you'd like me to focus. Hey there. I've got a really great feeling about us teaming up. Hello. It's lovely to meet you. Hi there. Nice to meet you. I'm excited to help you get things done. Hi. Glad to meet you. I think we're going to do great work together. Hey, what's up? Feel free to ask me about anything. Hi there. I just want to share how thrilled I am to work with you, and I can't wait to get started. So what's the game plan? Hey, what's up? Feel free to ask me about anything that's on your mind. Hi there. I just want to share how thrilled I am to work with you.
Hey ChatGPT, I have something to ask to you. There's a expo which is coming to the Greater Noida, which is taking place in the November. But every year the ticket of that expo was free, but this year it is not free. Can you explain me why? And if it will be free, can you know me? Let me know.
Got it. Yeah, the shift from free tickets to paid ones usually happens because of rising costs or changes in how the event is managed. If you want the most up-to-date info or any updates on ticket pricing, definitely keep an eye on the official Expo website or reach out to the organizers. And I'll let you know if it does become free again.
By any chance, can I get the ticket for free?
It definitely depends on the Expo's policies. Sometimes they offer free tickets through promotions, early bird registrations, or even for students in certain groups. Another option could be volunteer opportunities or giveaways. I can keep an eye out for any specific promotions or details if you'd like.
So can you go through all of those details present on the website and let me know that is there is any available criteria or the offers that can avail me the free tickets for that expo, that pharmacy expo.
Great news for the CPHI and PMIC India Expo. You can get free tickets if you're a student with a valid ID, and that lets you in after 12:30 p.m. on the third day. There's also a super early bird offer that gives you visitor passes for just 499 rupees. So definitely check out the official website for more details and to register.
Can you help me to book that free ticket because I am a student and I have that ID?
Absolutely. To get your free ticket, you'll want to head over to the Expo's official registration page. Usually, you'll need to fill in some details like your student ID and your college information. If you want, I can walk you through the steps or even find the direct link for you. Just let me know.
Yeah, please let me know the website name.
You can register for the CPHI and PMEC India 2025 Expo by visiting their official website at cphf.com. There you'll find the registration options, and as a student, you can get a free ticket with a valid ID, giving you access after 12:30 p.m. on the third day. Let me know if you need any help with the process.
Okay, I had entered on the website now from where I had to apply for the student pass.
Awesome. Once you're on the registration page, you'll usually find a section or a drop-down menu for different attendee types. Look for the student option, and then you'll likely need to fill in your details, upload a copy of your student ID, and confirm your college info. Once that's done, you should be able to get your free pass. If you get stuck at any point, just let me know.
Actually, I am not able to find about the student pass. Can you let me know that where I can find that?
No worries. Usually the student pass info is under the register or ticket section. Sometimes it's a specific checkbox or a separate tab for students. If
Okay,
you're
I
not
found
seeing
that.
it, you can.
I found that. Thank you so much, very. Thank you so much. Really, I'm glad that you helped me to found that.
You're very welcome. I'm really glad I could help. If you have any more questions or need any other assistance, just let me know. Enjoy the expo.
Yeah, fine. Thank you. Okay. Mr. Sarappan Ibrahi, invalid email. Okay, fine. What is the other? Chrome, CPIMC, testing ability, CPIMC, CP, H, CPIMCH, register now. Uh, now start registration for the registered student. Mhm. Now, okay. Uh-huh. Oh, S URPH last name tap 90RAHI tab testing ability Gmail nine 205. अरे यार 95825 94515 95825 job title student department pharmacy college name collage name NIET address plot 19 knowledge park 2 Gautam Budh Nagar Greater Noida Greater Noida country INDI India state Haryana city Hyderabad passcode 121003 please upload student ID copy okay I have